and then gunning and gunning and running. You hear
Hey, we
me?
got to,
Let's get it.
you know what we got to do, man? Because I've been seeing all this. You probably seen it too, man. Just popping up on your phone. But all this Fields hype,
What's up?
it got me to thinking. I was like, man, we need to do another
Who?
quarterback rankings list. Justin Fields,
Justin
man.
Fields. Ain't
They're saying
nobody
he's winning the
hyped about him.
the MVP, man.
Right.
They love this dude.
You got to
I'm
make the
not even
playoffs
kidding,
in
man.
order to be in the MVP conversation, and they're not even gonna make the playoffs. So I don't know how you get an MVP conversation.
You want to hear something? So this guy was in the top 100, right? He was above Trevor Lawrence, I'm pretty sure.
Fields?
Yeah.
Stop. No, he
Yep.
wasn't.
He was, man. He was like 8 spots above him.
They played. I feel like they played Amon-Ra St. Brown's ranking.
They did. They
Honest,
put St. Brown
I feel
below
like he
Goff,
should.
I'm pretty sure.
They did. I feel like they both should have been in the top 50. St. Brown for sure.
Yeah, I'm with that. I would have put St. Brown above Goff.
They ain't even got Sewell ain't even hit the list yet. Sewell, I feel like Sewell and Decker should be on the list. I feel like they don't get enough respect, to be honest.
I
Sewell
see they
and
got
Decker.
Hutch on there.
Yeah.
Man.
I feel like they hating on both of them. Both of them
get
hated on.
So yeah, they got St. Brown 67 and Goff at 66. But they got
St. Brown should have been top 50.
Yeah, that is kind of disrespectful they put him there. Because he's had 2 good years too. That's crazy.
Top.
Dang,
50.
I don't know where he is. But... Okay, yeah, they got Lawrence at 96. And they got let me see. I know Fields is in here because
where was Fields?
Oh my goodness. Yo, timeout. Hold up. Where's Fields at? Fields is 86. Hutch is 88. Rad. We need to stop. Man. We might have to. That's crazy. That's
pure hate.
That's crazy. Wow. Chat, how we doing, man? My man said, Rad, where you been? Let me get this out.
I've been working. What up, though, Al? What it do? Yeah. What's up? Run it. I'm gonna run it.
I'm sorry. This wasn't supposed to be on the screen too. My bad. I'm gonna take this out too. Yeah, man. We here. Hey, Rad, look, I gotta. No, Penei Sewell returned today. Penei Sewell came back today. Hey, look at this, man. So we got the new background. What you think, man? We got it updated. But that's the thing, though. See, look, I never showed this side, but we hooked up over here too, man.
I see that. Okay.
Yeah, man. And that Brian Branch going right here, right next to Jefferson. We're gonna just
get Jefferson out of there. Get a Brian Branch. You know what I'm saying? Get an Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yup. No, I got a St. Brown t-shirt.
A joke.
It is a joke.
A popularity contest.
Chat
chat popping. What's up, chat? What it do?
Yeah, I got the right page.
What's up, man? It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Red, are you still doing LSS? I ain't did LSS in months. I haven't even been doing nothing with Dose and what. It's been like a month since we did something. I just been working.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Working.
Yeah, man. He's out there buying Yeti mics and stuff, man. So he's got to put that work in. He got.
I've been had a blue Yeti mic
behind the scenes. They can't even.
I had a Yeti mic.
That's crazy. Yo, I'm late. What's up, Charles? No, actually, I messed up. I told y'all yesterday. I kind of forgot about the time change between me and you. So when you told me the time, I just like assumed it was my time. So I told everybody that. It's all right.
We 3 hours. We 3 hours difference.
Yeah, that's on me.
It's dark over there, ain't it? It's dark over there, ain't it?
Not yet. It's becoming dark though. It's like the sun setting right now.
What time is it over there? 8:30.
8:26. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5:26 here.
Yeah, and we yeah, we'll probably have a video dropping tonight too. So stay tuned for that.
Starting nickel. I keep hearing good things about him. Yeah, buddy. They need to. I'd get all 4 of them jokers on the field at the same time, bro. No bull. Like, I figure out a way. Just because I feel like Brian Brian Branch is better than our third linebacker. Like, who would be the third linebacker? Rodriguez is solid. Don't get it twisted. I do like Rodriguez. Barnes has been having a good camp, but Brian Branch, to me, I mean, y'all know I've been wanting him since before the draft started, and I keep hearing his name. He's making plays out there at camp. I just figure out a way to get them all on the field. Like, I don't know. All 4 of those DBs, all 4 of them safeties, whatever you want, versatile, hybrids, whatever they is, I think all 4 need to be playing.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And actually, because I think you called me when we signed CJ. And the more I look at it, I'm thinking, man, this dude, I wouldn't be mad if they started him at safety. To your point, just to let Brian play. I kind of like him better at safety. I kind of like him.
That's why he played for the Eagles. But then who takes the seat, Kirby or Tracy?
Okay, so I heard today that Tracy was getting some rest with the second team because they were rocking Brian Branch's starting slot. Now Aaron Glenn apparently said that he just wants to get guys with different looks. I don't think that Tracy will be backing up. I mean, I was looking at his contract today. I guess this shouldn't be the only reason you decide this, but Tracy's getting paid this year and next year, a lot more next year, and the out next year is not great. So he's kind of locked into 2 years. But I if you took that out of the picture, I would be cool. I think if you were asking me like to put my best 3 out there instead of like Brian Branch is in the slot, CJ's at safety with Kirby. But the thing I say that is because you probably have some flexibility because like CJ kind of does it all, but I almost feel like CJ's skill set makes him a better fit with Kirby. It kind of fits a little bit better. Right, I see you over there smiling, man. Are you gonna like change your facial expression? Are you frozen?
Nah, that's just I just threw that picture up.
Oh, that's a picture.
You know what I'm saying? I had just got a haircut a couple weeks ago. I had to took a picture. You know what I'm saying? It's fresh out the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? Got the great chin coming in. You know that salt and pepper chin, baby. That salt and pepper chin.
See, now you can see that. You couldn't see that before. Is that what happened?
Yeah, that salt and pepper started to come in. You know, I just turned 39. You know what I mean? A couple weeks ago.
39, man.
39, bro.
Yeah. You texted me. It was your birthday. Yeah, man. How was that? What did you do?
39. I don't remember what I did. What me and my lady, we went out to the waterfront out here in Portland. Ate, walked along the waterfront. Went seen we seen Gary Owen comedy show. We went to a comedy show. You know what I'm saying? We did old people stuff. We did old people stuff.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Comedy shows, comedy clubs. I've been in one. It's cool.
Went to see Gary Owen. It was funny. You know, to chill with my daughter and stuff. Ate some peach cobbler because I didn't want birthday cake. I wanted peach cobbler, so I had some peach cobbler and ice cream. You know.
Yeah, it's a little weird, man. You kind of lost me there.
What?
Hey, how about this though? So if I put you on the spot, all right, I'm gonna put you on a spot too, real quick. So, and you, Rap, you haven't had this, you can't answer, but
appreciate it. I appreciate
or ice cream. If I was driving you around, I was like, hey man, they got that frozen yogurt spot over here, or Dairy Queen. Where are we going?
To be real, I'm not a big ice cream eater, not unless I'm eating it with like peach cobbler or something like that. I mean, it depends on who's got butter pecan. So I'm gonna go ice cream because I know there's butter pecan ice cream. I'm gonna say ice cream because like when I take my daughter to get ice cream, I don't get any. She gets mad because it's like don't a lot of people serve butter pecan. I like butter pecan, so I'm gonna choose ice cream just because it's butter pecan. I'm not a big sweets guy like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you just No, that makes sense. Have you had frozen yogurt like that though?
Yeah, I've had frozen yogurt. Yeah,
I had that recently, man. I think that's just on a whole nother level from ice cream, and I didn't realize it.
Oh
before,
my gosh!
But I do. I think there's levels to this, Rad. It's kind of like when I'm looking at this top 100.
Oh my!
It's kind of like
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure this out because this thing's out. Ooh, that'd be big.
David Chappelle's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yeah. What he was just living out of his car or something, I think, at one point, and just hitting shows.
David Chappelle.
It was trying to cancel.
CJ, Branch, Walker, Kirby, Jacob, Sutton, Mosley. Holy God dang it. Yeah, Thielen, we got a nice little secondary, y'all.
Shout out to
and I appreciate the love, Al. Appreciate it. Rad has predicted every next great safety from Kirby, Jalen Petrie, and Brian. Thank you, Charles. I'll be calling out these safeties, dog. I've been calling out these safeties.
Wait, what'd he say?
Thank you.
What'd he say? Where's it?
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
I'll be calling out some safeties, bro.
You see how he did that? You see how he put Petrie? It didn't. He's talking about ice cream. Okay. I think
he's talking about my man for the Houston Texans. I be calling. They solid players, bro. Like, you know what I mean? What's up, Panda? I see you in the building. Panda. But yeah, man. Ian said I could skip the gray, went straight to white. I ain't got no grays in my top of my head, though. Thank you, Jesus. My hair is still black, growing black. You dig?
Yep.
But what we talking about today, man? Those what it do, man? We here. Right? What we here for? What we here for?
Hey, man, you see it on the top, man. You see that 53-man roster, man. And we can do this kind of like
1.0
podcast. Remember, 53.
This Blue 42. Hey, hold on.
You weren't.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on, really quick. This is 53-man roster 1.0 though, because we're gonna do this a couple times.
It is.
A couple.
We'll review it before the first preseason because preseason kicks off tomorrow, so we can come back to it next week.
I got a question.
Yep.
When is our first preseason game? Because I was looking at NFL Network.
I think it's Friday.
Next Friday though, right? Or is it this Friday? We're next Friday.
No,
right?
It's next week. Yeah. This is the only game this week is tomorrow.
Giants. Okay. All right. I gotta watch that, man. We're gonna have to talk after the show. We're gonna have to talk.
Okay, we'll do it then, man. Yeah, but that's what we're doing today. We're doing a 53-man roster. I mean, look, I kind of put the locks on there, and then the rest of it's a player pool. So we'll just pick. We're gonna combine on one though. We're gonna have to agree on one, and I think we can come back and always make separate ones at some point. But for now, we're gonna try to agree on it, talk through it a little bit.
Okay.
This might be the one that nails it. And then I also have a couple players on here. Go ahead.
Okay. If we can't come to an agreement, we're gonna ask the chat who should make the 53-man. We're gonna lean on the chat.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
chat. Man, we leaning on you for this. Man. If we can't agree, because me and him don't always agree. Like he might say Jamar Jefferson, and I'm not going for that ish.
Well, unless I make that great case though, because you already know I'm gonna have that case.
I don't care about no great case. The man's gonna be on the practice squad. It is what it is.
Brad, hold up. Did he make the 53 last year?
I think he didn't.
He did. He was on there for like 2 hours. He was on there for like 2 hours, man.
That don't count. He got flipped off.
It does count. It does count because when it dropped,
that don't count, dog.
It was like Jamar's on there. And who said he was going to be on there, Red? You know what I'm saying? So I think, like, honestly, the decision.
I know who didn't make it.
We can talk about it. Who?
Your boy. I think you owe the chat a couple push-ups or squats. Gerard Davis.
He didn't make it.
We know Jared Davis, Jared, whatever, bum didn't make
the roster.
Man, I feel like Davis didn't make the roster. Stop playing, bro.
Okay, but hold up. He played last year, so we counting Davis is more so he made it or Jefferson.
He didn't make the initial 53. He didn't make the initial 53.
Do I owe something for that?
I mean, I think it was push-ups or something. I think it was like 10 push-ups, dog.
I think you had to do the push-ups because of Jamar, man. I think that's what it was. Because I know, like I'm smart with that stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna like
no.
I need to. Wait. Yeah, he is out for this year. We're talking about last year. All right. Anyway, let's do it, man. I'm gonna throw up the roster, and
I agree with Michael McDermott. Said he plays terrible always.
Who?
Wasn't Dion gonna shave his head? We had another bet. I was gonna shave my beard or something. Dion was gonna shave it. This was during the season. That was something different. I forgot what that. But we ended up winning, so we didn't have to do it. Something ended up happening where it worked out in our favor. We didn't have to do it. Jamar is your boy, Dion. Yeah, he like Jamar, man. He ain't about to make the roster.
And you know what the thing is, man? So I the day at camp, I went. I wore his shirt, man. I had the golf shirt ready because I just got one, and I was like, I'm gonna bring my Jefferson shirt because I want to get that autograph, and I'm gonna keep wearing it, man, because I want to get that autograph because I don't know, if you don't make the team, he might be out.
He might not even be a Lion.
Right. Like I have on Instagram, you know, because I like follow some players like when they're here. I've been kind of off Instagram lately, but then I realized like, dang, look at all these dudes that I'm following that are no longer here, like AJ Parker. I forgot about AJ Parker. And I'm seeing all his highlights and stuff, man. Like that's crazy. So like I need to get that autograph to happen. So I don't know why I'm telling you this, but yeah.
You should take us off the screen and make them bigger. Make the thing bigger.
We do it.
And then I thought Robbie Gold got signed, Zax. I like Robbie Gold also as a kicker, but I think he got signed.
Okay, I'm doing something wrong here. Is it?
I could be
wait. Is the screen jacked up right now? I can't.
Charles,
see
you correct. Charles, you're right. Dose is the only. He is the only Joker with something Jefferson besides Jamar Jefferson. And AJ Parker is not on our team. He plays for
the Giants.
Hey, where did AJ Parker go?
I think he's a Giant. Well, and they got the other dude. Wait, did this save? Did the screen change?
I mean, I see Goff, Montgomery, Gibbs, Laporta, St. Brown.
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess. Yeah, so this is the list. I wish I could make this bigger. I never know how to do that. But this is the list, right? And then at the bottom, when we scroll down, I got the player pool. So these are all the players currently on the roster. And we can kind of sub them in. And I guess we'll just kind of wing it, and then we'll count through and make sure, you know, we're at 53 and we'll kind of adjust. But a couple things I will point out before we do it. So at the bottom here, J-Mo and Hooker, I'm not counting those two because one's suspended. I don't think he counts as a suspension, if I remember right. And then Hooker will hit IR, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not going to count him. And then we also have Zylstra and Kennedy. They're both now in IR, so we're not counting them in the player pool.
I think Buddy's going to end up on the pup list also. Mosley a corner.
Man, well, they said he returned to the building today, man. So I'm not going to try to put that bad energy out there. You know what I mean?
I thought he just had a setback on a surgery. Am I tripping? I thought he just had a minor surgery.
Yeah, well, that's what I heard too. So he had to what you just heard. Like I heard he had the second, like a cleanup procedure, but he returned to the building and he's now on the active pup list. Okay. So he can return anytime he passes the physical. So I don't.
Okay. I don't think he's going to count towards our 53 is what I'm saying. I'm just being real. Like I would love it, but I don't think it is.
So I'll put him down here then, and we could just kind of make that as a note. I think he will go, but we can make that as a note.
You really think he is?
There's a lot of time, man. You know what I'm saying? There's like 3 weeks. No, September.
We're a month out.
Is our first game.
We're a month out.
So we're a month out.
Okay,
we're a month out. He don't need to play in the preseason. I think he'll be back in a month.
I just don't see it.
I think we'll see him in the training camp.
I don't think he's playing. I think he's gonna miss the first 4 games.
Oh dang, man! See, this is.
I think they're gonna work him back in. I really do. I really think they're gonna. I mean, I think Mosley should be one of our starting corners. I think he could really be a breakout for us, but I just don't see it truly. Them rushing back, what I consider a good corner. I'm not gonna say a top tier corner, but I think he is a really good corner. I think he's better than Seatbelt Jacobs.
Seatbelt.
So I don't think they're gonna rush him back. So I don't think he should count. But I got some people I know who's not making this roster. Where you want to start? Quarterback?
Yeah, let's start quarterback, man. Okay. This is an easy one because I think I'll go out here. Here's our player pool. Can you read this? Or do I need to make this bigger?
Yeah, I can see it. Sudfeld. I think the chat. If I can see it, I know the chat can see it.
Okay. Yeah, Sudfeld's. I mean, Martinez is in there, but he ain't making the team. I like Martinez.
I think it's still might.
You know what, Brad? So I was there on Monday, and I saw Sudfeld do that spin out that you were always talking about with Goff. And as soon as I saw that, I thought when you were talking about Goff doing the same thing, I think it was like a year or two ago. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, dang, that was athletic looking. And I remember saying spin out, and I wrote that down in my notes. It's like, man, that Rad would be proud of seeing what Sudfeld did right there. So I had to bring that one up. So I feel good. I feel confident about Sudfeld just because of that move alone. But he's actually a pretty good athlete. Like Rad, you got some Niners friends, right? And I don't know what they think about him. Probably not super highly because I think when he was put in, they were kind of just like the tank. But like some of those preseason throws that he made, man, you know, he look a little bit like what I'm saying. He look like a younger me out there.
Right.
To put it in perspective for anybody that's
I heard he. I mean, when we got him, I heard he's a low budget golf. That's what I heard.
Okay. No, I rock with that. Because there's only one Jared Goff, right? So it's kind of like if I get low budget, like if I got a low budget version of a great movie, that's still a solid movie. You know what I mean?
I mean, like, a low budget version of a good movie. I wouldn't say a great movie, but a good movie.
Yeah. So this is where we disagree. Let me pull up the top 100.
Goff's not great. He's good. Stop playing. Stop playing.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe in Goff, but don't go saying he great. Let's just go with good, bro. Okay.
All right. We won't get into this, but all the disrespect I've been seeing. At some point, this is gonna have to be brought up again. Because we haven't talked about it in a while, and now everything I'm seeing. Yeah, go ahead.
What if we bring in Teddy Two Gloves? He kicks out Nate Sudfeld, huh?
Yes, he would for me.
He would kick out Nate. Yeah, I'd take Teddy Two Gloves.
Yeah, I think Teddy would be great for Hooker. I think that'd be great.
And I also think everybody should listen to JT's Massive Purpose real quick one time for the one time. What up, though, JT?
Uh-oh. Is there a plan going forward to have Rad on once a month or whatever? You know, it's kind of just we just do it when it happens, I guess. I mean, look, man, and it's going to be the same way for me too, because you know, once the fall hits, the schedules get busy for me, and Rad's out there doing his thing. He's buying Yeti mics. He's improving his vision. Bro. So
I've had this Yeti mic since day one. Stop, please stop.
That's what y'all think. That's what he tries to tell us. Golf greatest quarterback line scorer of all time. And see, this is why we're here. For things like this. But anyway, yeah, no, we'll keep moving, man. So no, I do think if Teddy Bridgewater wanted to sign, if he signed, he would be the number 2. I don't know how he wouldn't be the 2. I don't know how that would happen, but I don't say that as like I'm not confident. Like I do think Sudfeld is a much better quarterback than the situation we had last year. So I'm confident going in with Sudfeld. No concern about it. I just think Bridgewater specifically would be better for Hooker to have that guy in the building. And he probably would help Golf a little bit, honestly. It's because he's been around.
D. Smitty just said Golf greatest Lions quarterback of all time. Oh my lord! Stop the press.
I mean, look, there's not a lot of comp though. If we're being, there's only like 2 dudes that can comp. There's the dude that played in the 50s that won Bobby Lane, right? And then there's Stafford. That's his only competition. So if you count Bobby Lane, which is hard because I think he had more interceptions than touchdowns back in his day. Then it's like, okay,
it's Stafford.
I don't know how you comp those. Yeah.
It's Stafford.
No, I agree. But you know what? It just takes some time, right? It takes some time, man. We'll see. We might look back 5 years and be like, no, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm talking about, man. I like both of them. Here we go, man. Let's go running back. Because I feel like are we saying third quarterback? I say we keep 2. Not this year.
I say we keep 2. Yes, 2.
All right. And then that gives us some flexibility now. You know what I'm saying?
Go down to the pool. Can I get the pool? Can we get the pool?
Yeah.
Let's go get the pool.
We go running back.
I think it's gonna be Reynolds and Jackson.
Okay, so you clearly couldn't see one of those names on there. Let me break down the people who's on this. So running back, we got Greg Reynolds, we got Justin Jackson, we got Jamar Jefferson sitting right there. Y'all see him in the middle. We got Mohammed Ibrahim, and we got Jason Kabinda. That's what they call him. That's what they call him, Brad. Who you said practice? Wait, hold up. Real quick, Kabinda. He's making the roster, right?
Yes, Kabinda's making it.
That's what I'm thinking too. Let me put Kabinda in there. Now, I think, here's the thing, Rad. We might have to revisit this because this is where I'm struggling with it. My guy's in the building. What's going on, man? How was camp, man? How was it? So this is the thing. We can revisit this, right? But you just said Craig Reynolds and Justin Jackson. So if we only got to pick one, that's where I would struggle to predict here. I think I would lean Justin Jackson
because of special teams.
But then again, like Craig's big on special teams too. But I'm with you. I think we go both. I think
it's both.
Okay, we're in agreement, man. Let's do it. Put Reynolds on there and Jackson. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I got a great case for Jamar. You know, I said I did. Like, here's the thing, man.
I know you don't. We don't even want to hear it.
It's gonna
not making the team, bro.
Here's what's gonna happen, right? It's gonna come down to the preseason. Brad, okay, but he needs an opportunity. That's all I'm saying, right? Like he played well last time he was on the field. Now preseason he didn't play. Now preseason Justin Jackson was clearly the better back, and I kind of anticipate Justin Jackson be legit again in preseason. But if he is the better running back in preseason, he could get in there for a guy like Craig Reynolds. If he's better than Craig during the preseason, he could replace him. But I don't see him replacing a guy like Justin Jackson because of the skill set and also because he's a return man. Now, Jamar gets some looks there in practice, but he's not a kick returner. So the only guy that I think you could replace is Craig Reynolds. And I don't think that's impossible. Like, it's felt like that's been possible that could have happened. And I don't know what the heck I just did, but he would have to just, like, really outplay Craig Reynolds in the preseason.
I don't even, honestly, I think Kabinda might get cut, and we start seeing James Mitchell line up at fullback.
See, now you bringing up something interesting here. Let's go to the player pool. Quick.
I'm being serious. I don't even think Kabinda's gonna make it because James Mitchell, I feel like, can just come in there and lead block, bro. We don't need you to go up there and blow the dude up. We really just need you to clear some space, a little alley for the running back to get through. I don't see Kabinda really making the roster. Y'all could call me crazy. I don't know. I mean, it's the fullback position. I don't feel like you really truly need a fullback. At this point, you could serve Malcolm Rodriguez and throw him in over there at fullback. Like, bro, you're really just going in there and clearing a hole, bro. Like, and Kabinda can't catch the ball.
No,
he's a good locker room guy. Stop. I'm not going. Kabinda hands is a 57 on Madden. I made that up, but I think it's a 57.
Well, that might be accurate. But for what we throw to him, that's all he needs is a 57. It's like,
I'd put Mitchell, bro. Like, I need some versatility. We all about versatility. And Kabinda's, I don't know.
Here, okay, quick point I want to make out this. So we signed Daniels and Helm today, and the video that drops is going to be about those two guys. But we signed those two today. And if you look at it, a guy, so Daniels was a former Washington receiver that's transitioned to tight end. So he's a big dude. Ran a 4.45 40. Helm is much less athletic testing wise, but I think what's interesting about Helm is that with Arizona, he played a lot of kind of the fullback role, and he's done that a lot in the past as well. But he played a lot of that as, you know, because they played a lot of the pistol looks, things like that. He was a lead blocker a lot of times. I'm making sure I don't have my names messed up. That may have been actually Daniels. These names are so like similar, they're confusing me, man. Make sure I don't get my names messed up. I'll find it. But regardless, one of those two dudes, I know it played a lot of that role. So neither one I look at and say there's a legit path to make the roster. Like, I don't see how they could actually make the roster because I don't see us holding 4 tight ends. Plus, if you held Kabinda, and even if that was special teams impact, that would just be keeping around for special teams if someone got hurt. That way they could step in. So maybe that's the potential pathway, if there is any pathway. I think realistically, outside of something terrible happening to the roster, is that they would have to try to take Kabinda out of his spot of fullback and be more of a pass catcher than he is, which they are.
But
Kabinda is getting those, yeah. I think it's
from what I'm reading, it's Daniels. Daniels is the one from the
who played with the Cardinals last.
Okay, Daniels. He's been limited to blocking duties with the Cardinals, so he's more of a blocker. Okay.
Yes.
So that one, out of the University of Washington. So he looks like he's more of a blocking tight end. It's from what I'm reading.
And now both. Okay, yeah, and that's the thing, right? So now both of them have big special teams impacts in the past. Like, they haven't played much for either team in the NFL that they've both been on. Neither of them had statistics last season, but both of them have real special teams impact. They've already put that out there. Kick return, field goal block, all those things. So, like, if there's any potential for them to make it, because they got rid of Derek Dees Jr., who's a pure tight end, and then also Shane Zylstra, of course, has the injury. I think it kind of feels like it's just depth. But if there was a potential to make the roster, those would be the two guys I think that would do it. Because I don't think Mitchell's going anywhere. Now, Brock Wright, remember, he got some looks there. But I don't think I don't see a scenario where he doesn't make the roster. So that'd be the only way, because I don't see him keeping 4 tight ends.
Right. I think we're going to rock with these.
That's an interesting point.
I think we're going to rock with those.
I think
it might just be 2. Yeah, and that's how Bennett to keep his spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see 2 tight ends too. I think we should put in the 3 and then come back and see where our numbers are at. Because Wright's been basically the first team tight end.
Mitchell and Wright. So those 3 right there. And we rocking with that. Wide receiver.
St. Brown's the lock. Like we know that.
Josh Reynolds.
The other one,
Raymond.
Josh Reynolds. Yep.
Raymond, Marvin Jones, and Green.
Ooh, see, okay, we got to talk about the Green one. So hold up. So I agree with you on the first ones you hit. You said Raymond's in there. You said Reynolds. You said Jones is in there. Assuming they're all healthy, because Jones just came back. So I agree with you on those 4. Sometimes they keep 5 or 6.
I throw Green and Mims in there.
Okay, you think Mims makes the roster? Have you? I don't think I've asked you about this. Like, you have any thoughts on that addition, Denzel?
I mean, we talked about this a year ago when they were putting Mims out there on the trade block. I think he's a solid addition. I mean, if he can get comfortable, learn the playbook, and get some chemistry growing, he's got all the tools. He's big and fast. He just didn't have that opportunity in New York. I mean, he got pushed out with a bunch of gangsters. They like one offseason, they brought in a bunch of gangsters. They brought in Corey Davis. Then they drafted a receiver. Then this year they brought in a whole bunch of more receivers. It's like he just got pushed out. And truthfully, he had Sam Darnold his first couple of seasons. Like coming out, he was a nice high prospect. He was taken in the 2nd round. It just didn't click with him, and he didn't never get that chemistry with Darnold. And then every offseason they added to the receiving core. So obviously he was probably doing something bad because they didn't believe in him to keep adding on to the receiving core. But he has a chance here, and I think he has a shot at making our roster. They say he's been working hard.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
No, so I've liked it. Yeah, but I've seen.
I'd like to keep both of them, to be honest, because I've been hearing some good things about Green. I like Green. After I went back and watched him, and then he's been, doing what he can for as a rookie and when he gets his shots. So I'd like to keep both of them.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning with you actually.
At least until JMO. When JMO comes, one of them's got to go. Like I get it.
So that's the thing, right? So JMO we have on the bottom. We're not including JMO because he can't play the first 6 games. Same thing with Hendon Hooker. I saw someone put that in there as well. But I'm kind of with you on this, actually. I think if we keep 2 more, because, like, I don't know, though. I think it's – okay, so second team, right, we've seen –
1, 2, 3.
That'd put us at 6.
Okay, them boys be dropping. I mean, one game last year, we had Khalif Raymond and Kennedy and, like, hey, keep all them jokers. I don't want to take the chance of Green getting picked up if we waive him. I don't want that. I don't want to risk that. Mims may clear, but you just never know. Like, because he's still gonna be a 2nd round draft pick. Guy.
He's gonna be to me like Perriman, right? Like, so he's that guy, high draft pick, didn't work. He's brought in, and it's just gonna come down to me what he does in preseason. Like, if he's out there, he drops first 2 passes, he won't be here. If he balls out, because like to your point, like even if we took Mims off, we could rock with those 5. But like this receiver room is actually looking pretty strong this year, depth wise. When we're starting to look at it, like Dylan Drummond, so he I think is the guy with the leg up in the UDFA race right now. And then Maurice Alexander, he's been around a little bit. He probably won't make the team because they probably don't see the upside there. The Benson injury is a killer. That stinks. I'm gonna go with you. I think the Green one's tough. I would like to see them keep Green. The day I was there, I didn't see nothing where I was like, "Ooh, man, he's like popping." Like I didn't see nothing like that.
I think they're going to keep Green.
It kind of pulled back on him a little bit. Like their second receiving group has went to the Dylan Drummonds and who else was in it? Oh, and Denzel Mims, I think, was the other guy. Like they've kind of changed up a little bit where he's at on the depth chart. Now that that could just be what it is. But I'm kind of with. I'd like to see them keep him because my thing is, and I know you said you watched him a little bit, so let me know if you were thinking the same thing. I didn't think Antoine Green was a good route runner. I thought he was a below average route runner. So my thing is when you talk about like training camp, especially the DB versus receiver, like that's going to be an area where he could come out really slow for us. But I'd like to see them keep him around. One, because I don't want to lose him. But Oh man. Okay, so
I mean, you never know. He could clear waivers. I just don't know if Denzel Mims will clear waivers. Like at the end of the day, it's about to come down to preseason. I think they both gonna get a ton of chances, a ton of looks, because St. Brown's not gonna be playing a lot. Josh definitely ain't, and neither is Raymond. Those three, and Marvin Jones. So we gonna see a lot of them all preseason. I don't think we're about to even. St. Brown might get one series, and we might not even see him the rest of the preseason. Just to be honest, let's be real. And that might go for Reynolds. That might go for all 4 wide receivers. We may see them the very first week, one series, maybe 2, and they're done for the rest of the preseason. So a lot of these receivers are about to get to duke it out, and we're gonna see what how it's gonna shake out. I don't think we're gonna see receivers play a lot. I really don't, because they're proven at this point. We know what they're going to bring to the table. Like, we know what Raymond is, we know what Reynolds is, we know what Saint is, we know what Jones Jr. is. I don't think they're going to risk it and play these boys that much. I think they're going to get maybe 2 series all preseason. And if it was up to me, St. Brown wouldn't even play a snap in the preseason. If it was really up to me, I mean, you got to see what the first team offense looks like. So 1 series and it's done. I wouldn't play Goff. Goff wouldn't play but 1 series. And I'm going to be real with you. That O-line might only get 1 series. All them starters might get 1 series, especially the tackles and Jonah and Frank. Like, I don't know. The O-line, like, I don't know, man. I would go into this preseason going real light. Like, that's it. Because we can't risk it. Especially with the O-line at no position. I mean, I feel like we're kind of deep at running back. Laporta, he may get a little bit of, I don't know, man. I don't even want to see us play too much. Laporta, I'm being real. I wouldn't even play Laporta too much. Like, I'm sorry. Let's see him a couple series. Like, obviously, he's going to play more than our veterans, but I just wouldn't risk it. I'd let them, I'm telling you, I'd let them wide receivers bang it out. We're going to find out who's the best out of them receivers real quick, because them 4 should not play at all. 1 series, that's it. And St. Brown, I probably wouldn't even have him out there. I'm sorry, I know I'm rambling, but Saint wouldn't even go. He's
you know what's wild about that though?
He's too much of like, hey, Saint wouldn't even play, bro. I ain't risking an ankle injury, turf toe, nothing.
Heck no, man. He might get a cold walking out there or something. You ain't. Hey, you might get a splinter, dog.
I'm being so serious, dog. Yeah. St. Brown out of all of them would not play. I'm telling you, bro, would not play. Nope.
Here's what's gonna be interesting.
Go ahead,
right?
Man.
It's like if Tom Kennedy's on IR. So usually, like last year, we had a lot of those young. We had a lot of the UDFAs. I remember like the Pimpletons, things like that, and there was some hype. And it turned out Kennedy was the dude. Like Kennedy was the dude that showed up in all the preseason. So now, to your point, you let those dudes roll this year without Tom Kennedy. That could really be an opening for one of these dudes in here. Because I do think Mims can be passed up to what I just said. I think Green could be passed up. Like to what you say, he might clear waivers. You know what I'm saying? So this might be a really good opportunity because you put Tom Kennedy out there, he's going to show up. And I feel like it's going to be difficult for them because even if they feel like he's limited, they know that he's going to ball out. Once he does, they'll be like, no, we should keep him. We should keep him again. Which one's going to give special teams impact too? Because Tom Kennedy never brought that, and it would be great. I think they would love to have someone that brings that outside of returner because they know Khalif's the returner, so they want to find someone else, and that's where I think Denzel Mims could actually separate himself physically. Like he could absolutely play on special teams. So now I think we rock with those ones. Let's go offensive line now. I think these are the locks. I even threw Glasgow in there. I think he's a lock to make the team at this point. That gives us 6.
Right.
Okay, you're down with
Scroll
that. So
down.
There's a lot of linemen. So, there's a lot of linemen on here. I'll wait through them real quick. We got Colby Sorsdal, the rookie. We got Jermaine Ifedi.
Lock him in.
Ifedi or Sorsdal?
Sorsdal.
I agree with that. Let's put Sorsdal in there.
I think we just going to lock him in.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I think that's a good point. We have Matt Nelson, who today was getting second team right tackle. They said Fetty was playing some third team left tackle. Swoboda, UDFA. They got Percher, who was like an Australia, like international kind of like addition somehow. It was like a weird pathway to get here. They got KO'd from last year. Rad's boy. He has a jersey for this guy. So respect to that. We got Brad Cecil, another UDFA signing. Logan Stenberg, another one of Rad's guys. Ross Pierce-Baker. I think that's how you say his name, man. A little center backup, kind of that thing. I kind of like Ross Pierce-Baker a little bit. Darren
I was about to say, I think he's in
from last year, and Connor Galvin. Who? Ross. So that would put us at 8. How many linemen do we go? 9, 8, 10?
You got to keep 9. I mean, scroll up. Let's look at the versatility. So Graham is playing center and guard, all guard positions. Cody's guard, could possibly pop to tackle if you need.
Mm-hmm. I think
it might be another tackle. Yeah, yep. We was on the same page.
So it's either Nelson or it's a Fetty.
I think it's a Fetty.
I
just don't want Matt Nelson on my team. I don't want Matt Nelson on my damn team.
It's hard to see him not making the team though, honestly.
Because they like his love this dude. Man. Just put Matt Nelson. It's gonna be Matt Nelson. We know this. We know this.
I go for Jermaine Fetty. I think
me too.
Fetty should be the guy.
But we know it's gonna be Matt Nelson.
No, we're putting a Fetty in there. We both agree.
Thank you. I do not. Matt Nelson. Sorry, I can't stand that. Sorry, man.
We'll see what he looks like in preseason. Now, do we put Nelson in as 9?
Nah, he clearing waivers. He gonna be on the practice squad. Sorry, man.
Let me ask you this. So Eze, they said, was getting back arrested at left tackle. If we had to pick another guy from this list, not named Matt Nelson, who's the guy that intrigues you the most? One of the young dudes. To me, it's
Pierce Bacher.
It's got to be Eze for me.
I'm taking Pierce Bacher.
You think we need another interior
guy? Yeah. I mean, what we got right now? We got Jonah, Glasgow, Big V. I guess we got 4. And Frank can slide. We got depth there. It would probably be because as of right now, we got 3 tackles, and then maybe Sorsel could swing to tackle.
He played some guard though. He did play some guard in the past. He's done that, so he kind of adds a little bit too. Like Nelson doesn't play guard.
I think we're good right there, bro. That's enough. That's enough of them because we're gonna have to keep some other players. Let's just stick with those.
I want to see Eze. Yeah, Dan Skipper went to Dan Skipper signed with the Colts, I think. So congrats to him.
Dan Skipper's playing. He's playing in the Canadian League.
Oh man.
Brad, he's playing semi-pro, actually. He's playing. Dan Skipper's playing semi-pro.
We like Dan Skipper out here. Dan Skipper's a dog.
I don't like Skipper or Matt Nelson. I don't like neither one of them.
Dog, dude. Stop. That man was 6'10" playing guard, Brad. Who else you know?
Dude was buns, bruh.
He tried, man.
Buns.
Our guard was just nasty last season. We were really struggling there. We were struggling. I don't know. I want to see. That's one guy to watch preseason. Eze.
8.
Being Eze is going to be fire to watch because last year he didn't look good in preseason. But if he's balling this year, that would be fantastic if we found our backup tackle there. So we on to D line, and this is what I have for D line. I separated D line and edge.
This was about to get tricky.
Yeah,
this was about to get real tricky. I would throw Levi in there. He's up there.
Whoa, time out.
Kaminsky's
I'm mad
up there.
That you went right to Levi. First off,
he's a second round pick.
You told me
he's practicing.
You told me
he's
in the
practicing.
past you was in line with the ticket. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to.
He's in line with the ticket.
You saw
we gotta,
and you said Levi
because he's our second round pick, a part of this regime. They're not about to give up on a second round pick this early. Like his contract ain't even up. So you're going to throw Levi in there. Big Broderick Martin, throw him in it. Broderick Martin's going to start.
But Martin's in there. Here's the 3 that I got. These are the 3 locks.
Okay, Martin starts.
I think Bugs is the lock too. Can we agree on Bugs?
Bugs is a lock and Levi.
Okay. Bugs is a lock. Kaminsky's the lock.
There it is.
You're
That's
saying
it.
Levi.
And Levi.
Bro,
you know Levi's.
I don't.
Bro, stop,
man.
Dose, you think they about to cut their second round pick?
They could.
There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say.
Christian Covington. They went out and just signed this dude. I think they signed him to back up Aleem McNeil, right? Now, Levi is coming back and practicing, which is what I think his role is going to be, which is backing up Aleem McNeil. So the case is like, how far does Levi come along by that time? Because I'm with you, but I think Covington to me kind of feels like a lot.
I don't. I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that. Stop playing.
I want to keep them both. Like, I don't want to get rid of Levi. It's just because of Covington. I really think Covington's going to make it.
I don't think Covington's making it. We're getting too close to that 53. You can put him there, but when it's time to go back through and chop down to 53, he's getting chopped.
Yeah. Well, he ain't getting chopped yet, man. We gotta put him on there, let him enjoy his time. He's kind of like the Jefferson of this, right? He's hanging on. He's in the initial 53. And you'll see a couple hours later, maybe.
There's now Edge. Edge is easy. Houston.
Okay, you hear it.
And Romeo.
Yeah, he's in there.
That's it.
Houston. Okay, Julian's so Romeo over Julian. Hey, can I say this real quick though? Because I saw this today. So Romeo said, because Romeo took that 9 mil pay cut, and I don't think I have the exact quote. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at here, honestly. I don't know what pages these are from. But basically, he said basically he wants to help the Lions win the Super Bowl. He felt like this was bigger than himself, even though he was the one that had to take the pay cut. I don't know. Like, I'm just reading that. Like, he had to have I think he had to have a second procedure. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I read that. I did read that. That was procedure.
That's cool to hear, man. That he did that. Like, I think that's cool, man. Because, I mean, I don't know what is. Like I said, like if you would have just stayed there in the line and say, okay, we can't get a deal done, we're going to cut you. I don't really know if he would have gotten that much money on the money. He probably wouldn't have, but I still think that's cool though. I don't know. So I'm with you with Romeo putting Romeo in there. But I wrote this down. Now, I guess Dan Campbell was talking about Julian. He said that he's just been inconsistent. He said, like, he flashes, but is now going into year 3. You got to start being consistent, basically. Like, that's how I took it. Is like, at some point we got to know what's going to happen when we put you out there. And I think to your thing is like, Houston's a lock because of just the upside alone. Regardless of anything else, he's got to make the team after last year. Harris is not
he's our best pass rusher.
He's our second best pass rusher, so he's got to be on there.
First best pass rusher. He's our first best pure pass rusher. Yes.
Can we do a bet on this year? Who ends up with more sacks? I will take Hutchinson, and we got to put something on that.
Okay, I'll take Houston, but I feel like you have to give me like a spread because Hutchinson's going to get way more, like triple amount of the snap count. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like last year. Hutch finished with 9.5. Houston finished with 8. No, he finished with 8. He played 80% less snaps than the dude. Like, come on, bro.
Hold up. That's on him. You got to be on the field more often. Right? I can't do that. But, hey, it's not.
If you give me a 3-sack spread, give me a 3-sack spread, and I'll do it.
Give me no 3-sack spread, Brad. That's massive.
That's a fair bet.
That's crazy. I mean, you got to think that he's got to get himself on the field, Brad. You don't think he'll be on the field more this year? You don't think he'll be more than that? He's going to be on the field.
He will, but he's going to be on the field more this year, but he's still going to get out-snapped.
I agree with that, but not as much by last year. If he's that dude, I mean, you're just pass rushing, right? You just go in there, go get more sacks. Because you got to think, Hutchinson's getting the attention. Hutchinson's got to deal with the attention. I think it was statistically last season he was the most double-teamed edge rusher in the NFL.
Look, I'm not making that bet. I think Houston's going to win. I think Houston's going to win that bet, but I can't make that bet. I don't know.
We'll revisit that. No, but yeah, so Harris has to be a lock because we know what Harris is about. He's been starting. Hutch is a lock.
And then Romeo.
I think Julian's interesting, though. I think Romeo makes it because of what I read today, but I think Julian's very interesting because I do think that there's like I think he's legit, and I think this kind of feels like his last because if he doesn't make the 53, like he's not going to be here going forward. But you know what though? I forgot my man Trevor was in there. Rad. Look, I'm gonna make my case for one UDFA because I know there's a UDFA in here that you really like, and when we get that, I'll let you make your case. This is the dude, man. I don't know how to say his last name still. Nowaski, I don't know. All right, his first name is Trevor, so I'll just rock with that. This dude, man, he'll probably be practice squad because he's a UDFA. But and it's not like he's dominating, right? Like even when I was there, I was like, man, he was getting burned on the edge because he's being asked to play edge at 237, which he did back in college. But it's like it's just different. Like tight ends, he wasn't getting off of tight ends, but he's so darn athletic. The special teams is going to be there, and it's not the same because James Houston lit up the college. He lit up at Jack State. This guy didn't do that, but he's such an athlete off the edge that he just gets pressure. So I'm not throwing him in the same boat, but I'm like similarly thinking in a similar way. Is like he's kind of a weird body type, but he's so darn athletic, and because he can play on special teams, he'll probably end up on the practice squad. But I think as the year goes on, he'll find his way playing for us because something will happen, and he'll have to step in there.
We don't want nothing to happen. No, nothing's going to happen.
I don't. But you're out here telling me Mosley ain't going to play till week 5. So I'm just.
He's not.
Hey, Brad, look, you put the bad energy out here. I didn't start this. You started this, Brad. Now I have to roll with it.
You know what? I think Julian will make it. Put Julian in there.
Whoa. Wait, why?
Because I like Julian. Just because I got to thinking, like, Julian, when he's out there, he does kind of impact the game somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that he has to get more consistent and be available to play. I think they are going to keep him. And we need 5 edges. 5 edges also. But then you also get, the Kaminsky could play some edge. So can Josh Pascal. That's why I'm like, Julian might be gone, bro, because we got people that can play that big defensive end. But I know they've been running a little bit of Sam linebacker here and there. I don't know. Put them on, and we're going to go through and cut some jokers because I know we were going to be over 53 to go.
Well, here's what I saw, and I was only there on that Monday, but I saw them playing all of their edges in 9s, consistently line them up at 9s. Now, Hutch and things like that would kick inside occasionally, but they align them a ton at 9 techniques. So my thought is like a guy like Trevor could legitimately have a spot getting in as long as he can prove that he can handle tight ends for the most part. But that's the thing with like a Julian, like it kind of like, okay, for example, Hutchinson, we talked about, remember, we were saying we want him to stand up. And then when he started to do it, we're like, man, this is great for him. Like Harris, obviously he fits that. James Houston's perfect fit for that. Because it's able to play off the Pascals, the Kaminskis, those kind of things. That's why I think Julian's interesting because he fits really well for that too. Romeo's kind of the one that's like, he's weird. He fits weirdly kind of, but because of him taking that pay cut, I don't see them feeling like we can move on from this guy. Plus, if Romeo's like healthy, if he's 2020 Romeo, that'd be outstanding. It's just last year he didn't look right. I don't know. I spoke a lot there, didn't say much, but we can move the linebacker. We'll come back.
Off ball.
All right. Yep, off ball.
Where they at?
Here's our list. The guarantees I put is Anzalone and Campbell. The list of players player pool is here.
I mean, I think Rodriguez, Barnes, and Reeves Maven. I don't know that Reeves Maven and Pittman gonna be a duel, but I think it's Reeves Maven.
I'm with you on this one. I'm right with you on this one.
So that's easy. Wait, go down one.
Yep. Oh, you want me to go down here?
Rodrigo? No. Rodrigo, Barnes. You was just about to type where Romeo was. That's all I meant. Go down.
Oh, yeah.
Maben, Barnes, and Rodrigo.
I agree.
That's easy.
Those are the 5. If we go 5, I think we go there.
And perfect. JRM. Yep. There it is. That's easy.
There. Yep. I agree. All right, let's keep moving then. Cornerback. So I have Mosley on the player pool, but we're not counting him, right? So I put him down here.
Right, we're not counting him. Okay. Jacobs, Starling. Is Jacobs, Starling.
Hold up. I want you to discuss that one a little bit because I know I want to.
I mean, I just been reading that the dude been balling. Like,
okay, let him know, man. What you think?
Plain and simple. Like, I haven't got to see the kid. No, I just been hearing that he's been balling. He's been holding his own. And he out there playing with a little bit of edge. Like, so you know what I'm saying? Like,
this is true.
So I'm gonna rock with him.
My bad. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, here we go.
You got Branch.
This is the page I was missing for later.
We should have a hybrid position.
Well, Rad, here we go. I'm gonna take a quick little segue here. All right,
go ahead.
We'll continue with this.
Do your thizzle.
But we need to announce a potential giveaway, man. So we have a sponsor, man, and this is gonna be a sponsor of the channel going throughout the season. So this is a cool sponsorship collaboration that we have going on here. I'll have better things, like we'll have banners, graphics. We'll have some funny video or skit we come up with. Maybe Rad will be in there. You know, we've had them in the past for some like other deals we've had. And I want to make another one. It's just like I don't have exactly what I want to put in there yet. So I'm kind of like waiting. So for now, I want to open it up with a giveaway. So everybody that's in here, maybe you clicked on the title because there's a giveaway. All right. And we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe no one will jump in the giveaway. But if you do, you got to you can win this. So here's what we're going to do, man. So we partnered up. And I
want to know what we're gonna win. What can you win?
I'm about to tell you what you're gonna win. I'm about to tell you what you win, Brad. So we partnered up here with Bet US. Okay, so shout out to Bet US. And basically, if you like the sports betting, future bets, game props, I got all those things. I pulled this up at first, of course. NFL divisions, so you can see where the Lions are at, the favorites to win the NFC North. They're like big time favorites to win the NFC North. So you want to get on to that. You guys know how it works, man. You guys know how sports betting and things like that's work. You can do live betting. You can do all those things. All right. And I put the top link in the description. Essentially, what you do is if you create an account, you have to deposit in. So you have to deposit into, you know, who it is, right? Like Bet US. So you deposit your money in there. You just put it in like the bank there. And if you deposit a minimum of $100, you get matched 125%. Okay. So it's like a good deal. And all I got to do is use that top link. So here's what I'm going to do. We got a nice little mini helmet here. Okay, this thing hasn't been opened. I got this nice mini helmet, never open, and I'm gonna be giving this away. Now here's what you gotta do. So you need to, if you create an account with that top link and you just screenshot, send me a picture that you made an account and you're in, I will put you into the drawing. And I don't exactly have a deadline. I was gonna say tomorrow, but I don't know if, you know, how many people will have in there. So if we could do tomorrow, if one person does it, great. But this is what we're going to be giving away. And if it's just one person, they'll get this. I'll send you this helmet. If you want me to sign it to make it worth like 3 times, you know, the amount, I got you, dog. If not, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can have a plain helmet. Maybe you get it signed by somebody. But that's what we're doing. So we're giving this away. Top link in the description. Shout out to Bet US. But we're going to have some cooler stuff for sure going forward with that. You guys know I like to do the skits and stuff. I just haven't came up with nothing yet because it's been kind of like very quick. So I wanted to share that, man. Brad, what'd you think of the helmet, man?
I want the helmet. I want it.
It's nice.
I like it.
You know what I was thinking though? Do you think like, because I was thinking like, who could wear this? I was like, okay, if you had like a really small head, maybe you could wear this. But if you were like a baby, maybe a baby could wear this.
You right. I mean? Like, yeah. If you had, put a baby.
This is a baby helmet. So if you're about to have a baby, you know what I'm saying?
I think we should sign it.
Hey, if they want it signed, we can sign it. If you want it signed by Rad and me, I can send it to Rad. I'll send it to Rad. He can sign it, and then we can send it over to you. So that's up to you. You just let me know. Whoever wins it, you let me know. Just send me the screenshot. Send it to me on Instagram or Twitter, one of the two. You can see my Twitter's on the screen at the top, or my Instagram is just my YouTube name. That's all you got to do. So there you go, man. That's it. Now we'll get back into this thing, man.
That's it.
And
it's over.
Here we go. That's it. That's
corners.
It, man. That's it. Let's continue, man. Yeah, corners. These 4 locks. I think I should have put Jacobs
CJ Branch Jacobs.
I was asking you about Starling Thomas. Okay, real quick before we go into
a lock.
Will Harris is a lock, right?
I think for how cheap that contract is, yes, and versatility, yes. That's why we need a hybrid position, because I feel like those 3 play into that hybrid.
Okay, like you think I should list it as a hybrid, or you're just saying like,
yeah, like it should be cornerback hybrid than safeties, like, but it is what it is. Yes,
I'll get what you're saying. Okay.
Sutton, CJ, Branch, Jacobs, Harris, and Thomas. There it is.
Okay, hold up. So my man said this as soon as we started the show, right at the beginning. He said Chase Lucas. He said, Chase Lucas, you better put him in there. You better put him in your 53-man roster because he's the GOAT. I'm just saying, I don't think we should overlook Chase Lucas.
I'm a big fan of Chase Lucas. I just think he's going to get hit I think he's going to hit the practice squad.
Here's the issue with him, right? If he can't play on the outside, there's no way he's getting on here with all these slots that we have. There's no shot of him getting on this roster. So he has to prove that. And I can't remember. I'm going to watch for next time if he's playing on the outside. But I thought he had the best rep of the day. I thought he was playing really like he looked legit. I was like, hey, this guy just looks like we saw him better. It's just like can he take because they're playing small dudes on the outside, right? I mean, Starling Thomas. I have his list out. He's 5'10", 194. Like they have a lot of smaller corners that they're sticking on the outside. Starling was a guy people thought would go to slot. Khalil Dorsey's not a big guy. I don't think Jaron Williams is a big guy. So they're willing to do it. If he can play that position, obviously the speed's going to be the issue. But if he can play that spot and they're comfortable with it, that'd be the way that he sneaks on here. But Starling Thomas is who you're going to rock with. Now we're at 5. Okay, well, I got to bring up one more guy. The other guy I got to bring up is Stephen Gilmore. First off, he's Stephon Gilmore's brother. So that immediately like makes me intrigued. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you love the bloodlines, so that's why I'm bringing that up. You got those bloodlines. I want that dude.
What has he been doing? Like, what has he been doing?
Oh shoot! Can you see the screen? My bad. Real quick. Can you see
it's bigger. It's better this way. Yes.
No. Okay. So I heard more good again. You know, I wasn't there. The first day that I was not there, I heard a lot of good from Stephen Gilmore. What I've seen is again another undersized guy, but like crazy physicality. And also, like, kind of to your point with Starling Thomas, like super twitchy, super explosive, and you see like the way he plays, man. It's just like sometimes I feel like he'll lunge, overset, that kind of thing. But Khalil Dorsey, like very similar, like he's really clean in coverage, especially like ball skills, those kind of things. Like he's super physical for his size, and we got a lot of cornerbacks like that. I'm very intrigued by that. This is the other position to watch in preseason because this thing's gonna be crazy. Like we got some dogs there. I mean, we hit on Jacobs, right? Starling Thomas could have been drafted. Stephen Gilmore, probably not drafted, but like those are two legit UDFAs. You're rolling with Starling Thomas. I'm not mad at that. But right now, those are the two guys that have been getting the second team reps. Like it's been Starling Thomas and Stephen Gilmore. So they're right there, man. They're neck and neck for that. But that's going to be the issue again with Chase is that if Chase isn't going to play on the outside, then he's not going to be able to take their spots. So I've seen a positive on YouTube about him at camp. Oh, okay. There you go. So Zach's seen a positive. All right. But no, so how many we got? We got 5. You want to go with 6?
It's got to be Thomas. I mean, you got to think true outside corners right now is Thomas, Sutton, Jacobs.
Yeah, we need another outside. But that's the thing. Like Starling's playing on the outside, but he's not like built like an outside corner. He just has a lot more speed.
It's going to be Starling.
Okay, I'll rock with I'll rock with Thomas. I'm not mad at that one. We'll go with that for now, and then we'll go to safety. I got Kirby as a lock.
T. Walk and Iffy.
Okay, but hold up now. So
that's enough DBs.
Injured. If he was injured, they're saying so. He might hit IR or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how serious. I literally have no details. I just know he got injured, so I don't know where that's at. And he's been injured the last 2 years. Because I would completely agree with you if we count him, if he was healthy, I would agree he should be on there. But if he's not, obviously this throws it off. The other two, Savion Smith, I think is the most intriguing of this group here.
That would be the one.
Because if he was injured, yeah, because he would bring like a lot of similar skill set. Like he played cornerback and now he's playing safety for us. And he brings that length and all those things like on tight ends. And he's played really well from what I've seen, just as well as Iffy, I thought was balling. Like Iffy looked like legit at safety. So both of those two guys, without him, I think that he would be the next guy easily in there. And then, yeah, we have Brandon Joseph out of Notre Dame UDFA. I didn't really know anything from him. He was on the very bottom of the depth chart when I was there. But, maybe there's something that I see later on and we can update this. So what do you think? You want to put Iffy on here and just like assume he's going to get back and healthy?
Yeah, I would put Iffy.
And that's it. CJ, I didn't put on here, but he's kind of a. Oh, so we can probably keep one more cornerback then.
Because we got a bunch of hybrids. I don't think they are going to keep anybody else just because they're going that D line. We're keeping so many. Like we'd have to count through right now. You know what I mean? I know we're probably over 53. We got to go kicker, and then Fox and Daly is there. And then we got to count through. Like I don't think we need to add any more.
So we don't have to pick kicker here, but yeah, Fox and Daly, and then okay. So let's count it, man. Okay, I'll count to myself. You count it to yourself.
They need to add Jadeveon Clowney. That's where they need to go.
Oh my goodness, is he a free agent?
Yeah, Clowney's still a free agent.
Wow. Okay,
I'd go get Clowney. All right, let me see what we got.
I forgot. Okay, wait. 2. We got 7. We got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, we got 24 on offense, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36.
I got 52.
37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42.
I got 52.
44, I don't know. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Dang.
Oh, we're there.
I got
53.
Unless I counted wrong, but I got 53. Wow,
Chad,
look at that.
53. Don't tell me it's one take Drake. Hold on. Did we one take Drake it?
Wow, okay.
Take Drake it.
Wow. Yeah.
Hold on. Did we just hit 53 off the rip? That's the 1.0. 53 right there. 1.0. You did?
Yeah, man. I'm with it. The only thing I think is we could add another DB to this. And maybe it would take
away Covington.
I don't even know, though. I mean, yeah, maybe.
It would take away Covington.
Or a receiver. Okay. I could see him going one less receiver because they got 6.
If we add a DB,
5. Yeah.
If we add a DB, which would it be? Zach Mosley's gonna be on IR, bro.
Yeah, that's
so. If you want to add a DB, who is it, and who are you taking off?
I think if we add a DB, it's got to be Savion Smith.
And who are you taking off?
I would take off one of the receivers, Mims or Green.
I don't think he's going to be as impactful as keeping them. I don't know. I don't want Green to sneak through and not make waivers. I think he probably could clear, but
see, that's the thing though. We could keep corner for sure because we could just put Gardner Johnson at safety. I'm just trying to think of how that meshes, right, Joe?
We're 4 corners deep right now.
Iffy and Savion are kind of similar, man. That's the issue. Yeah.
I personally would want to bring in another. I would bring another outside corner because as of right now, we're only 4 deep with Mosley. I'm sorry, with Sutton, Jacobs, Thomas, and Will Harris.
Okay, but how about this, right? So
we're deep at
what
safety.
If we said, who's the best player that we didn't put on here? Forget position. Like if you were just looking at this, you said best player not on here. Obviously Jefferson, but outside of Jefferson, who's the best player that we didn't put on here?
Who'd you pick?
If the best player, like Eze, I think is interesting. Being Eze could be, we just don't know.
Chase
and
Lucas.
Then to me, it's got to be Savion Smith, I think, or Chase Lucas. It's one of those 3, I would think. I would say the 4 best would be Gilmore, Lucas, Savion, and Eze potentially.
I don't think we need another interior guy. I would go Lucas. Or maybe
Lucas.
Or Abraham.
Remember Lucas played safety for that one play?
Abraham at running back. Abraham at running back.
I mean, we'd be kind of loaded though. We'd have a lot of running backs. Could we need another interior? Like McNeil Martin could start together. Bugs and Levi can back it up. Oh no, we're really good there.
Bro, I don't think Covington's making the team.
So if we take Covington, let's look at a second scenario. So if we took Covington off, I think Savion is the next guy.
I think it's Lucas. I don't think it's safety. We don't need to keep that many safeties. Because if all fails, you put CJG back there. Boom. Brian Branch, you're inserted at nickel. Like, no, I don't think we carry it. Besides those 3 safeties, I don't think we're carrying any more safeties because of the versatility that CJ brings. He's essentially your 4th safety, if need be. Even Will Harris can do it, and Brian Branch can do it. Like, there's no need to carry another safety that truly just plays safety. You bring no other value to the squad. Like,
I overlooked this one. Benito Jones. I completely missed his name. Benito Jones, but see, like Benito Jones, like there's a lot of D linemen already here. I guess I could see this.
He's gonna push out Covington and
put Benito in.
Yeah, I could go with that.
Jones or Covington, I'm not mad at that. I like them both, but I like Jones a lot. And to me, but the thing is, to me though, if you kept Levi and you felt comfortable in his health, I think Jones could be the better fit because I think Jones is much more of like a 1 or a 2Y kind of thing, right? So he's like a really good backup, I think, to Martin versus Covington, who I think is more of a backup to Aleem. That's interesting, man. Yeah.
What position you think we still need to attack in free agency? If there was somebody out there, who would you go get? I know that was an off the wall question because I don't even really know who's out there still.
Yeah. See, and now I always hit with this question before too. Like, I don't think there's a spot that I really want to add something over someone else. And that sounds like, you always get better, but I don't really see a spot. The only one I would say is maybe outside corner, because if Mosley is out to start, the year for the first couple games, I wouldn't be mad at another outside corner because really, like, Will's number 3 on the outside. I guess Starling would be 4. I don't know. I don't really want to. I mean, is there something that stands out to you? I mean, there's really no position I really want to replace. Because I want Kirby, I want Kirby to play with either Chauncey or Tracy, right? I want Jacobs to get a chance to start if Mosley's not healthy. I would like to see Jacobs just start because we played well with him last year. I want to see if he can keep adding to it. I can't think of another position, man. Trey Flowers, 10-year, $250 million. That dude is a free agent. I still
think it's still edge for me. I really do. Really? Like, I know I threw Clowney out there. I don't know. Is Yannick Ngakoue still out there? Y'all know Yannick. He's a pure pass rusher.
Yeah, he might be. Like that. I heard he was talking to a team. I think the Bears he was talking to.
I'd bring in somebody like Yannick.
To replace Julian?
Yep. To replace Julian, I sure would.
Yeah, I could see something like that. The only thing with him is though, like if you sign him and then you just like make him edge 5, is he gonna like would he sign a deal to be edge 5? You know what I mean? Like, hey, man,
I want him to push Romeo too. Like,
oh yeah,
to be real,
yeah. But to that, I guess that's kind of like a rental signing though, right? Because it's like if I sign him and then he takes Romeo's spot, he's definitely not part of the future then. I guess neither of them are in that case.
Right. I mean, I already see neither one of them as part of the future, to be honest.
You don't think Romeo could get an extension if he played well?
Nah. I don't think he's a part of the future, bro.
The thing that Romeo is going, yeah. Because, well, here's the thing, though. Charles is a free agent after this year, too. So they might just reset behind Houston and Hutchinson.
I'm around to go get Julio Jones.
Man, that'd be the benefit, though. Julian, he's got another year left. I think he's year 4 is next year, so he'd have an extra year, I think. Or maybe this is year 4. Am I off on that? 2000. Is this year 4 for Julian?
I'd bring in another corner. Is there any? Let me see. I don't know. I'd probably get another outside corner to see.
Maybe his last year. Outside corner. Yeah, I could see that. No, this is Julian's last year. So, yeah, everybody's basically free agent after this year. Because even James Hughes is a free agent. He's just exclusive rights. Man, so that position is gonna look real different next year, man. Wow. Okay. You said Julio. That's crazy. I mean, look though, if Mims and Green were both bad, you'd have 4 receivers you like, and then 5 would have to be basically a rookie. At this point.
Yeah. Go get an old lineman. I don't know.
All right, man. Well, I think this is
that's 1.0.
Solid 1.0. We'll rock with this.
Solid.
We replace Covington with Benito. We'll rock with that for 1.0. And then we'll come back for 2.0 when we hear more things. We'll go next week. We'll update that thing before we start making cuts, and then we'll follow along as cuts happen. Rad, man.
What's up?
Shout out to Rad being back on, man. Chat, this was good.
Yeah, baby.
This was fun. I know I gotta go to sleep soon because I gotta get up for tomorrow. But man, Brad, you got any final thoughts, man? You want to hit on that we haven't talked about because it's been a minute. Some things have went down, man.
Nah, it was just dope to be back. You know what I'm saying? I like how we're getting through training camp as of right now. You know, everybody's somewhat healthy. I like that. And I really want to take it light on this preseason. Like I said earlier in the show, I don't want to see too many offensive starters. Like that receiving core, them 3 to 4 receivers we talked about. I don't think they need to be playing because we need to see what we got as far as that 5th and 6th receiver, see who's going to show up and show out. Laporta, I would play him a little bit more. I don't even really want to see Gibbs or Montgomery. Like, I want to see our offense 1 to 2 series max. That's it. All preseason.
I agree with that.
That's it. That's what I want to see. And then defense, I'm low-key being on defense. I think I want to see what Campbell's going to do. Let's see what we're getting out of him because we got to see if he can handle this NFL. So I'd put him against the 1s and 2s. I think Campbell needs to get a lot of reps. Rodrigo and Barnes to figure out who's going to play next to Alex. Hutch, 1 snap, maybe 2 snaps. I'm going to say that for Houston also. I'm going to say that for McNeil. Even Kaminsky. We know what we're getting out of Kaminsky. I think Josh Pascal should get a lot of snaps this preseason. Long story short, if we know what we're getting out of you, I don't think we should be seeing a lot of you. That's just how it needs to be. Cam Sutton, we don't need to see what we're getting out of you. Even Jerry Jacobs. I play him a little more. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I'd like
CJ,
to see that starting unit in the back end.
I want to see it. I want to see you a couple series, but I just don't think we need to overdo it.
Okay,
like I think Brian Branch needs to be out there a lot. I want to see what I'm getting out of him. Like we know what CJ Gardner is as a football player. Let's see T Walk. We know what we're getting. Joseph, I think you need to get a few more snaps under your belt. Okay, there we go.
So they may play them less because they have joint practices and they're at home this year. So they may just play them less because they may not play them at all because they're going to have 2 joint practices at home before a game. So they might just play them then and just, hey, we're not playing them because they'll get to see that.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I don't.
So to your point, I think that makes a lot of sense.
I don't know, man.
Now hold up. Have you seen Inside the Den? Did you see the episode, the latest one, the movie that they made?
The draft one. Yeah, the one that was like an hour and something. I watched it. It's great.
That was fire. That was fire. Did you? Hey, come on, man. You saw what they said about Jack Campbell? He said he's gonna be great next to Alex. Come on, Red. Look, I
did see that. I seen that. And we had, what did Brad Hum? We had 14 players that had first round grades. 14 of them. And for that guy to still be there, 14? We had to take him. We had to 13? Take him. All right. And then, bro, and they were super excited about Green too. Antoine Green. That's why I'm like, I think Green's gonna make the roster. For him to be sitting there in the 7th, they was like, bro, what is he still doing here? That's what makes me believe that like they believe in Green, Antoine Green. So I think he's gonna make the squad, bro, because they was too geeked up to get him.
Yeah.
I want to know who's the other offensive lineman. They were because when they picked Cody, it was one more offensive lineman that they were like
who went right after him
out of the 2 guys, and I didn't know who it was. I wonder if it was the guy from USC, but go ahead.
It could definitely could have. Well, so Antonio Mafi went earlier. Remember the guard out of UCLA that we were talking about with
yes.
Right after, like 4 picks later, we looked it up on the stream, was the guy that I kept mocking to us because it was like the one guy that I was watching was the dude from Clemson. I'm losing his name right now. Chat, help me out. Help me out, chat. When you hear the name, you'll know who I'm talking about. Let me see.
Offensive lineman.
Oh, my gosh. I'm losing it. Yeah.
That's where I was like, who was the other old lineman that they like fell in love with right there that they were comparing the 2 with?
Right. That's what because we looked it up while we were streaming because I was like, man, I don't know who he's talking about.
Jordan McFadden.
Yep. He went like 4 picks right after. So I don't know. I just wondered like if that was the other guy they considered because I remember him saying like the other guys got more versatility, I think. And you could say Colby does because they both play tackle. Colby's not playing guard. I don't know though. I feel like McFadden would have played guard too. I just don't know if they would have felt like McFadden could have played tackle. I don't know.
Got you.
Anyway, he may have been talking about something completely different. Probably was. Hey man, we got to do a fantasy league this year too. So, and by the way, reminder, hey, send me some screenshots, man. I want to give this thing away. I don't want it just to sit here. So, sure,
right.
All right, Rep. We good?
All right, y'all. Be easy.
All right, man. Yeah, it's great to have Rep back, man. Let me roll the outro.
You're tripping. I had glasses on right there. I told you, bro. I wear glasses.
You did.
I just ain't had them for like a year.
Wow. Wait, were those reading glasses though, or were those just light glasses?
Yes, bro. I'm prescribed glasses.
Nah,
yes.
Those were light glasses. No.
Oh my gosh. Get us up out of here.
Hold up.
Get us up out of here, bro.
We're gotta go feed